Sister Wives Season 20. All the revelations. Janelle Brown is considering a spiritual divorce from ex-Kody Brown, officially done with former husband Kody Brown and his nice pecs and six-pack ABS. Janelle Brown revealed in Sister Wives Season 20 opener that she's borrowing a page from Maddie Brown's playbook, never legally entwined to Kody during their 29-year marriage. I had sort of thought about a spiritual divorce a long time ago and didn't even realize it was an option, the patriarch's second wife detailed on the September 28th premiere. And so when Meri got one, I'm like, oh, hey, Meri, who do I call? And her former sister wife, who was granted a spiritual release from their former church on the grounds of abandonment, was more than happy to fill in some blanks. Said Janelle, she has been kind of helping me get in touch with everybody. Madison Brush would like to reconcile with Dad Kody Brown. Madison Brush is still working through the sins of her father amid her ongoing estrangement from Dad Kody. Madison, the second oldest of his and Janelle's 6 kids, admitted on the September 28th episode that she's still struggling with the separation. You want your dad to show up. The mother of 4 shared in a confessional alongside husband Caleb Rush. You want reconciliation. I know I played a part and I'm angry because I'm still trying to learn to not be disappointed. It's a lesson she's struggling to master. I'm still learning how to just see him for who he is, she noted. I'm trying to understand that maybe he didn't know how to show up. He might be hurting. He also might not be willing to cede too much ground. Kody stressed his desire to have healing with Meri, Janelle, third wife Christine Brown, and their children. Explaining, I think we're in an impasse here because this healing can only happen on their terms only. Kody Brown has this concern about his sex life with wife Robyn Brown. Here Kody's fourth and sole remaining wife, Robyn Brown, tell it. She always wanted the family, not just the man. I had marriage proposals, she revealed on the September 28th episode. Not necessarily an on bended knee situation, she noted. Just different men at different times said, you know, I'd marry you in heartbeat. Her response never wavered. I was just like, well, I plan to live a plural marriage, and had Kody been single when he pursued her, rather than a devoted family man with 3 wives, I would have said the same thing to you. But now that they find themselves as unintentional monogamists, asserted Kody, it's you and me, baby. Though he admittedly had one concern, there's something I want maybe more than you do, Kody told Robyn, alluding to their sex life, the way he saw it. Kody continued in a confessional, a polygamist is getting more than he wants and a monogamist isn't getting enough. Meri Brown reveals an ex broke up with her over her polygamous past, throwing herself into dating. Meri knows precisely what she's looking for in a man, in addition to a tall guy. Super important for me is to find somebody who wants to travel with me, the avid road tripper explained in the October 5th episode. And also must not have cats, must love dogs, and she definitely needs someone who won't scare easily. There was a guy that I was talking to, she detailed one of her more troubling dating adventures. Once he discovered she was a polygamist, he was like, I can't continue talking to you. This is not something that I'm even interested in or open to, she shared. And it was very hurtful to me. Because I was a polygamist, you're not interested in pursuing a relationship with me. For Meri, she continued, it was like my first real big realization that that's going to inhibit some people from even wanting to start talking to me. Janelle Brown thinks no one else really wanted to live on Coyote Pass. Janelle is convinced she was the only member of her sprawling fam who truly wanted to land on Coyote Pass, discussing the family's standoff over the 14-acre property they purchased ahead of their 2018 move to Flagstaff, Arizona. Janelle admitted on the October 3rd episode, I'm not actually sure I ever had the dream of us all being out on Coyote Pass, because, well, Kody's second wife could imagine herself settling out there. It's a beautiful piece of property. Why not? She alleged that it was more of a passing phase for her ex and his other brides. Nobody really wanted to live out there, she said, adding that Christine definitely didn't and Meri would have obliged if everybody else had done it. As for Kody and Robyn, They had a house that was pretty much there without being there on the property, Janelle surmised of the talker. 5-bedroom spread they have since sold for $1.7 million. So as much as they all held over the land they initially split into 4 separate parcels, said Janelle. I just could see very soon after we moved to Flagstaff that was not going to be a thing. Why Kody Brown thinks he has a strained relationship. With most of his adult kids, Kody has a theory about why his bonds with the majority of his adult kids save for Robyn's eldest Dayton. Aurora and Brina are kinda garbage. I think most of the relationships between me and my adult children are strained, he acknowledged on the October 5th episode. It's an issue of trash talk and innuendo, and it has challenged loyalties and trust on all sides, and these days. Not many of his grown kids are on Team Kody, though Michael T. Padron, one of his 6 children with Christine, had been the most outwardly supportive of her father. Months after she and husband Tony Padron made the move to North Carolina with their 3 children, she gave her take on the rift. I think that if he took more accountability in any of his actions, his kids, maybe not all of them, but at least some of them would reach out, she noted during an October 2020 for Q&A shared on the Instagram account with OUTA Crystal Ball. Instead of blaming the children, or blaming how they feel about his relationship with his other wife, or blaming the parents, or blaming gossip, or whatever, if he just said, look, I understand I did blank wrong. I'm sorry. Can we talk about it? I feel like that would go such a long way. Janelle Brown admits she would have taken half of Kody Brown's assets with the April 2025 sale of Coyote Pass. Janelle and Meri walked away from their marriage to Kody with a nice parting gift. Christine had already signed over her portion of the land in exchange for keeping the proceeds from the sale of her Arizona home, as Janelle joked to Meri on the October 5th episode. It was a nice way to just be like, see you later. Hope I never see you again. Goodbye. But she certainly wouldn't have waved off an even nicer present had she been legally married to Kody, she noted. She absolutely would have taken half of his assets because it would have been half mine. Kody Brown agreed to sell Coyote Pass for this Rizzoni. Don't know what happened with Meri because I remember helping her move to her place in Parowan, Utah. And it was all fun and games and cordial, he mused of their shared chat with Janelle on the November 2nd episode. And since then to now, it's got weird. But Meri insisted she was just focused on business, not pleasure, after taking in what Kody had said to cameras in previous seasons. I just had to draw some really hard boundaries, she explained. And when we get on this video call and he's being all friendly and trying to act like things are normal after some of the things that he has said to Anne about me and my friends, that's not going to fly. Kody Brown felt he should have been able to vet Christine. Brown's husband David Woolley thought Christine answered now husband. David's 2023 proposal with a very enthusiastic yes. Her former spouse feels he should have had a say. My daughter lives in David's house, Kody explained of his and Christine's youngest, truly. I should know David. In fact, he mused. He should have had the right even to discriminate David. Janelle Brown doesn't think she get back the money she loaned Kody Brown, and Robyn Brown exited about recouping her share of Coyote Pass. Janelle wasn't about to howl over losing the money she'd given Robyn and Kody for their 5-bedroom Arizona home. While her kids feel like I should pursue the money that I put into Robyn's house, she shared in the November 2nd episode. It's going to be a fight should she try to get the money out of Kody, she continued. There's always a billion reasons why he doesn't owe it. Exhibit A. His feeling that he'd already repaid that particular favor. Janelle helped Robyn and I buy our house, and I settled that debt with Janelle back in January, he insisted. And she just stated to me after that was done in January or February, she said, our debt is settled, you're good with me. It was more than fair. Kody Brown still has women asking to join his family. Should Kody still be interested in having his love multiplied? There's no shortage of options. As he revealed to Robyn on the November 2nd episode. I got another one of those emails from some woman talking about plural marriage. The unnamed person was kind of chastising me for deciding to quit plural marriage, he explained to his sole remaining bride. And then she offered up her services. "She's calling me out," Kody explained to Robyn, and then asking sort of like to get to know us for the purpose of joining the family. Truthfully, it wasn't an immediate no from Robyn, who admitted in a confessional, for a split second, "I think, oh, wouldn't this be great? This is what I've always wanted for my life. And, would they fit?" Ultimately, though, it was a no. "I find it very inappropriate that they would send it to Kody," she explained of her issue with the outreach. "It's not usually proper to go hitting on a guy. You have to go through the sister wives." Madison hasn't spoken to dad Kody Brown in years. How Kody is now acknowledging the estrangement he's labeled the failure of the family. He has a lot of work ahead of him if he'd like a passing grade, discussing Maddie's fourth pregnancy on the series' November 9th episode. Janelle admitted that her eldest daughter didn't even tell her dad she was expecting. "He'll find out," Kody's second wife added, noting there was no reason to keep him in the loop beforehand. They haven't spoken for a long time. "It's probably been 2 or 3 years, Meri Brown says Janelle Brown made her feel special when she joined the family. Seems Janelle didn't just want the man, she truly wanted the family. When she wed Kody 3 years into his union with Meri after briefly being married to Meri's brother, there's so many emotions surrounding that, Meri recounted during the November 9th episode. "I always felt like when Janelle got married, she was being really cool in the way that she was like including me, and she didn't want to hurt my feelings at the time." Meri was filled with jealousy and other emotions as they tried to figure out, like, how to do this plural marriage thing, she acknowledged. "And that always made me feel very special that she did that.